Good morning, Shelby students. This is going to be a short tutorial on how to make a one-word poster in Google Slides. So you need to start at the Google main page, google.com, and you'll have already logged into your Google account. And so from here, you're going to go up to the top right part of the screen, and you're going to click on what's called the waffle. And that will open up a number of options for you. You're going to click on Slides. Once you get to the Google Slides app, you're going to click on the blank right here under Start a New Presentation. And this is going to open a slide for you. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to where it says Layout, and if you click on that, you'll get a number of options. You want to go down and click on the blank option, and that right here you will have a completely blank slide. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add some color or an image. And the way we do that is we go to background. If you click on background, it'll give you several options. The first option is for you to click on color, and it'll show you all the colors that you can make the background. So let's say you really like green, you come to this row right here, and there's all different shades of green. And so I like a little dark green, so I would do that. If that's what I want, I click Done, and you'll see that my slide has changed to a dark green background. If you don't want a color, perhaps you want an image or a picture on there, you would click on Image. Then you're going to go to Search, and this lets you search Google Images. And so my one word is collaborate. And so if I type in collaborate, I get all kinds of different options. And so let's say I like this image because it represents people working together. So I click on that image and then select, and then I'm going to click Done, and you'll see the image in the slide. So whichever one you want to do, you'll click on background, choose your color, or choose your image. Now let's say you want to try a couple different things out. After you do that and you want to go back to it being blank, you can just hit the reset button here, and it'll let you start all over again. Okay? But once you have your image, okay, then it's time to put in your text. You're going to put in two things. One is you're going to put in your name. So let's start with that. You're going to go up to the Insert tab at the top and click on that. And then you're going to click on Text Box. And if you'll see, your cursor has now become a little cross. Okay? You want to pick on your slide where you want to put your name. I'm going to put mine in the bottom right hand corner here. So I'm going to pick a spot, the top left corner where I want my name to be, and then I'm going to left click and kind of draw a little square of where I'm going to put my name. Okay, and then once I'm done, I'm going to let up on the left click, and I have a text box now. You'll see the blinking line in there, and that's where you're going to start putting in your name. Alright, now one thing I can do is once I've typed out my name, I can actually highlight it. I left click and then drag the cursor over my name. Then I can actually change what the text looks like. So you will be changing what's called the font. So I'm going to go right up here, and there are so many different fonts. You may have used some of them before, but you may just play around and see what you like. I'm going to go with something called Lobster. So it changes my name there. And let's say you don't like the black text there. You'd rather choose another color. Well, you come up here and you click on what's called our text color, and you can make it any color you want. I'm going to do it purple. Okay. Now, it's important that you also have your one word on your poster, because right now, just looking at the picture, you might not necessarily be sure what the word is. So we need to do another text box. So let's go insert text box, and since this is your one word, you want it to be prominent. You want it to be easily seen. So I'm going to make it bigger than my name. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get it to where I want to start the text box, and I'm going to left click and hold. I'm going to draw on my text box. It's a little hard to see, but you can see it getting bigger there. And then once I got it where I want it, I'm going to let go of the left click. I have my text box now. As I told you all, my word is collaborate. And so if I just type it in and leave it, it doesn't look really good. I kind of want it in the center because I want it to be the focal point of this poster. So one thing I need to do is make it bigger. So I left click and highlight the word. So I'm going to come up here to the font size, and right now it's at 14. I'm going to try to make it maybe 60. Look at that. Gets a lot bigger. Now I can also change the style here, but since I want it to be really clear for people to see, I'm probably going to leave it in this font called Arial because I can easily read it, and that's important. So I've got my word, I've got it the size I want it, but it's still not quite centered in the middle of my poster. So what I want to do is I want to go to the top of move my cursor to the top of the text box, and you'll see you get like this directional symbol, right? And so if I left click when it's on the directional signal, I can actually move the text box around, okay? And so I kind of want to just play around with it until I get it right in the spot that I want. So to move it, you're just left clicking once it shows the directional, and then moving it around with the mouse pad. So I've centered it where I want it, and this is my one word poster, collaborate. Hope this is helpful for you, Shelby. Enjoy making one of your first digital artifacts for your digital backpack.